Alright, let's do Future-Faith-Misinterpreter today. Crashes through roof by accident. Motherfucker, how? Why? Why did you do this? Give me a good reason or I'll beat the hell out of you. I get up. Sorry, seems I miscalculated the ground level and location. Ow, that really hurt. Did you teleport? Well, it's a time machine, but since Earth moves in space over time, you also need to travel spatially, so... Fucking what? Kane pauses, furrows their brow, and considers something. I'll help you up. They walk over and extend their hand. Takes their hand and stands up. Thanks. And yeah, it's a time machine. The drone, a gravel ball shaped one the size of a basketball, hovers in the air, looking like a metal eye due to the camera. Do you know me? Kane eyes the drone. She's looking for its weapons. Well, I first meet you from my perspective in 2036, but you have just met me from your perspective. Kane kept their grip on Kit's hand. Now, having confirmed that the drone is defenseless, the grip tightens. I might have changed a lot by then if you were so willing to trust me. He yanks Kit's arm closer and chomps down by the wrist. Oh, I should really have been expecting this. Kane tastes silicone and aluminum. A clear bluish coolant fluid leaks in their mouth, giving a bitter taste of chemicals. It's safe to say Kane was expecting something more normal. She stares off rather quickly, coughing and wiping the coolant off her lips with her hand. They shove Cat away and look down at their hand, then back at Cat. You're an android. Huh, looks at hand. That's not normal. Huh, I didn't know. Cat looks a bit shocked too, and having an internal crisis. If I had a nickel for every time Cade bit into someone's wrist and then they found out they were at least partly mechanical. Kane uses this moment of confusion to grab and chuck Cat's own drone at her. Cat gets hit in the head by the drone. Ow! God damn, you aren't durable. Can robots be knocked out? I don't want to rack up another murder. If you tattle, I'll tell on you to the time cops. Place your bets now, folks. How long before Ocean makes a video on the time travel cat girl? Give it a week at most. Well, this was a lot longer than a week, I gotta say. A lot happened. I don't think I will breach containment just yet, but hey, if they do make one on me, I'll accept it. Also, spoilers. Ocean Glass started following Future-Faith-Misinterpreter. Wait, what do you mean OG followed me? Been more than a week, but just haven't breached yet. Yeah, I kind of held off to let a lot more stuff pile up. And because I was distracted with some other things. But I'll tell you right now, the moment I followed her was the moment I said, there will be a video on this one. I was ready. Crashes through roof in time machine. Now I have to fix the roof. Who are you and why did you fall from the sky? Sorry, name's Cat. Seems the ground level measurements were a bit off in my time travel. And the coordinates too, unless you intended to arrive at my house. However, you have even done that. Well, I was trying to get in and sabotage a few billionaires' companies, you see. They control everything in the future, which sucks. Yeah, well, you missed by a lot then. There are no millionaires here. Also, doesn't sabotaging a company that will be powerful in the future create a paradox? Because if it's destroyed now, they'd never have a reason to go back to the past in the first place. No, actually, back to the future rules. Events can be overridden. The future is my relative past. Then it has to be branching, because otherwise no versions of you ever go to the past to create the future to return to. It's already weird because you were born in that timeline which exists there already, but whatever. Well, it's less branching as it is overwriting. My relative time stays the same. I remember it all, but overall time changes. The future is my past, and the current is my now. That is extremely nonsensical and counterintuitive. How do you even keep up with it? Anyway, you should probably go do that thing soon. And I should probably cover that hole in my roof. That's the neat part. I don't. Anyway, we'll meet again in the future, Yuri. Well, I say again. I'll be meeting you for the first time. You'll be meeting me for the second time. Time travel. Meet out or later. Opens the door and runs out. The fuck is Dr. Pepper? This is not a drink I've seen in my time. Cat takes a sip. Oh, that's nice. Cat takes another sip. I'm buying this in bulk. Messenger is messing with you. Fuck off is indeed not a rude thing to say. I am confused. Someone has to be saying a lie. But why? Is it possible both are true? Is it, what is it, localized saying? That must be it. No, you see, this guy is messing with you. I think they're just trying to stir up the drama. How rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Kat, a time traveler. Your ass box has now been glitter bombed, and your gimmick has been copied. The one who copies gimmicks. Hey, my ass box is part of my time machine. How dare you hurt TASDM? Huh, the gimmick copier copied the glitter bomber of ass boxes. Interesting. They're a thing? I don't know if they're a thing. They have both shown up in my inbox before. I can help clean up your ass box. In fact, I can make it immune to glitter bombs. It'll make it incinerate anyone with a glitter bomb if you wish it. Thank you, Sabi. But maybe that's a bit extreme. The glitter is gone now. It doesn't last that long. Yeah, what Yuri said. Hey, by the way, could you give me credit for making a profile pic? Honestly, just publishing this task is enough. Thank you. Oh, sure. Yeah, this sort of moth made my profile pic, and quite well at that. Go check them out. I'll throw it right now. I've been following Weird Moth Swarm for a while now. They're very fun. They're fun. I like them. Following weird horny furries who are into shit like pool toys and transformation and stuff is enrichment, the vitamins and minerals of posting. Exposure to fetishes you aren't into is inoculation against the disgust response that right-wingers prey upon. Blessed are the freak, for they shall inherit the earth. I guess, being from the future, I can tell you people are freaky, but cripples capitalize on that and hold all the power. Are there furries on the future? They run the IT districts. They are weird about machines, lol. Machines, as in the eradicators? I guess. Do greedy CEOs realize that the death penalty for killing CEOs isn't a deterrent if people are going to die from poverty anyway? Insurance CEOs deny your claim. You can't afford the medical care you need. You die from not receiving that medical care. The CEO's profits and forgets you ever existed. Insurance CEO denies your claim. You can't afford the medical care you need. You kill the CEO. You die from being sentenced to death. The CEO is also dead. Other CEOs worry that they might be next. Other CEOs may be afraid to deny the claim. Which scenario is preferable? I know what I'm gonna do today. Hey, do you think cackles elongate when you pick them up? Like, As a cat girl, yes, this happens. No, you may not pick me up. I'm practically a cat girl, long story, and I've never been elongated before. Weird. You realize that I am tall, and that's why. I'm a cat girl, and yes, I've been elongated before. I don't think you could reach the top shelf even if you did elongate. Hey, I'm actually considered average height. 155 to 170. You're 5'7"? I don't know, I'm not American. Unless I checked, I'm 166 centimeters, so like 5'5"? I know middle schoolers taller than you. Wow, I just escaped intermediate school like last year. I knew an elementary schooler taller than you. Hey, so what's my future? Spoilers. As if that'll change anything, I'm gonna go get the divination shit. Knowing your future locks in by collapsing the quantum waveform. Not a good idea unless you want to live a boring life. Can you tell us how One Piece will end? I won't spoil too much, but it's bittersweet. Do you ever eat a planet or nuclear reactor again? I'm trying to go on a diet, but I want to know if I break it. You're the nuclear plant monster. Log number 20. It is 1:57 p.m., 5/3/2026. And I have found that coffee is highly addictive. I rather like it. I see why the corporals hog it all to themselves. Only makes me hate them more. I really need sleep. I haven't slept in like 2 days. There's a long silence, 7 or 8 minutes of just the sound of the time machine's mechanical hum on the tracks of the railroad. I wonder how the others are doing. I would hate to bother someone. Perhaps Hateful or maybe Faith? Wait, has Faith met me at this point in the timeline? There's a sound of papers being flipped. No, Past Me meets her 2 weeks from now. Maybe it could bother Mari? I know she's met me at this point in the timeline. Though she seems to think I'm related to that world. Maybe Vivo? No, she hasn't met me at this point in the timeline. Maybe Twist. I bet she was before. There's a sound of movement before the audio log ends. Stop drinking coffee. No, I would sooner have a heart attack than give up coffee. Funny that you mention heart attacks. What do you mean? Did you not learn anything in English class? Think about what I said and the context of it. How does coffee lead to a heart attack? No, seriously, how? Hey, when will the USA make a transition from dollars to creds? And will they take down the whole world with them towards an awful name for a currency? Well, most countries collapse around the year 2577, getting replaced by the corporations which use credits. I used to work for a company called Super Robotics LLC since I specialize in mechanical engineering. Why I was able to make a time machine to escape my time and the several thousand credits of debt. Do you think a time travel having a relationship with someone that experiences time linearly is problematic? Not particularly. They just have to keep things linear for her as best you could. Though for me, time has been less definitive and more a choice. My sense of time passing has gone wayward. Log 21. It is 5/9/26. I went to Six Flags in Texas. The sound of glass being adjusted can be heard. Roller coasters are fun and terrifying. I need a warm bath after today. And log. Go to an evil and fucked up timeline that isn't yours. That's less an ask and more a command, Anon. And most timelines meet that classification. Is there like an alternate timeline where all the nice people are bad and all the bad people are nice? Well, depends on what you mean. Yes, there are many behavioral swap timeline, but there is also multiple timelines where nice behavior to us is mean to them. Do you know of any timelines that are scary, but only because of the atmosphere and nothing else? Oh, there are many like that. The Gothic timeline, the False Apocalypse timeline, the Rusted timeline, take your pick. Ask me anything. Honestly, I'm bored. I've been waiting for ideas on times and places to go, things to know about how time travel works and what my time machine is. Number 1, timeline split off from point of traveler entry. If I wish to move between timelines, I must navigate multiple timeline junctions. Think of it like being on train tracks. I cannot go off the rails and thus must use the junctions to travel between timelines. Number 2, I live in my timeline, which is, on the outside, a train. So nothing that risks my timeline and home. Thank you. Number 3, my native timeline sucks. Don't go there. Number 4, yes, my time machine is bigger on the inside, though only slightly so, around 2.5 meters by 8 meters outside, and 3 square meters by 20 square meters inside. Not a big home, but it's mine. Ask away. Can you only travel through time or through space as well. Yes, actually, I can move through space. And you see, my time machine is also a train, and it has the ability to print tracks in front of it. Is there like a constant event across all timelines? Well, yes. I can't tell you much other than that it's a sort of prison the government sets up to catch time travelers. We call it the Line. What is the false apocalypse timeline? So it started as a fashion trend and just became the default for most people. Okay, something is made to be pre-worn and rusted. Looks like the end happened, but people are just like it like that. I'm wondering, is there any timelines that are just empty? Or maybe a timeline with an evil killer that kills everyone? Equally as interesting ideas, as both of them are of the same amount of depth to explore in concept. There are too many like that for comfort. Some just have no one there, whereas others are flat out lifeless. No one knows why. Whoa, you're from the futures? I'm an Anon from 2026 who mentioned you. I think maybe it's our time traveling cat. Do I become an epics professional fanfic writer? Wait, don't spoil me. Well, it's a rule of time travel to not spoil any one person's future. Plus, time is not just one line. You know, there are many timeline things. Yeah, that's how it works. Yikes, do you think that someone from an empty timeline could have escaped what happened? I don't want there to be so many timelines that are completely erased. We don't know. All we know is that something happens and then no one. Happens overnight and we literally cannot stop the moment it occurs. Time just skips over that. It's terrifying even to me. I've dealt with the TCA because I sort of was the first to invent time travel independently for my temporal sector. Fun future facts with Cat. Okay, so my timeline, most live in Earth scrapers. Sunlight is highly monetized because of course it is. Normal habs are often long, with only the living rooms getting lit. Lots of the social inequity of the tech bros and companies at the top. If you were born poor, you die poor. Even I used to, until my gramps died and I got the train I made into my time machine in his will. For a while, I lived in it as a regular train on long abandoned tracks. As for how sunlight is monetized, well, Soul Coal placed mirrors that can aim sunlight down. You'd pay 99 credits for 4 hours a day of light aimed at your window. I got lucky, really freaking lucky. Helps I was sort of the last of my bloodline. Well, so I thought until I found out that I was an android made by my dad, who was a rogue engineer from Solar Bodies, LLC. So yeah, currently dealing with that knowledge. You live in such a horrible future. I wonder if my greatness made it too then. Am I alive in the future? I came from the year 3022. You're in 2026. Your fuck-ass company is still around, though. One, I am certain I can't die. Second, I have a company? May I ask what it is? You own Better Hold LLC, which sells everything from clothes to watches. Of the best quality, I can only assume. I must know more. I just know I am at the top of ruling it all. Who's the CEO? Well, it starts with you, then you die of old age at 98, and your child takes over as CEO. Aha, lot to unpack there. So who is the most interesting interpreter, not including your crush? You never answered the question. That's a hard one, to be honest. I want to say Yuri, but I also find Shy rather interesting too. But it's between them. Mostly because they're the main two on my timeline that aren't hateful or a random stranger. What do you think about Faithless Identity Stealer? Never met them, but by name alone, Church's retro casual gun, let's just say I'm gonna keep my identity safe.